working age population may shrink by about 12% starting 2027. Now, in December last year, actress Nadine Lustre announced the launch of her online store, offering her fragrance line Luster and her pre-loved fashion items at a steep 50% discount. But what probably caught the attention of MSMEs is her shout out to a certain company called Shopboxo, whom she credited for setting up the store. This morning, we speak with Kaniet Rayev of Shopboxo, the forever free online platform that helps build online stores in minutes and with very little technical know-how. Kani, good morning. Hi, welcome to Market Edge.
Hi, Michelle. Thanks for having me.
Okay, did I pronounce that right? Shopboxo? And why the name?
Yeah, that's correct. So to be honest, we are a Singapore-based company called Shopboxo. And around 2 years ago, we found this opportunity that there are so many MSMEs in the Philippines that are still not selling online. Yeah, and it was quite natural for us to just call our product Shopboxo because of our company name.
All right, because it's following the app Boxer. Okay,
Sure.
The business model. Forever free. You're calling it forever free, and that tends to raise an eyebrow. I mean, how do you monetize? How do you make money from this?
Sure, yeah. So Shopboxo follows a freemium business model. So we offer a basic version of our platform for free, giving users access to essential features required to set up and run an online store. And our free plan designed to lower the barrier of entry for small businesses and entrepreneurs looking to establish an online presence. But to generate revenue, we actually offer premium plans with additional features and tools, such as advanced customization, premium templates, different design options, priority support, and also access to, most importantly, free custom domain. And these premium plans are basically catering to more advanced merchants who have higher requirements to scale their operations. And we also have strategic partnerships with some of the service providers, such as payment gateways, delivery providers in Philippines. And we earn commissions from these providers when our clients or customers use these services through our platform, further contributing to our revenue stream.
Two things. One, I know you have over 70,000 merchants using Shopboxo. Of the 70,000, would you say that 50% at least stop at the free tier basic package and 50% move on to the more advanced features, or what's the ratio there? And secondly, I was hoping you could talk to us about your road to profitability. What are you doing to meet your targets, and are you already positive, cash flow positive at this point?
Sure, yeah. You are putting it right. Actually, a big chunk of our customers are still on the free tier. We see this kind of natural progression where merchants jump on the free tier. They need to get to a certain size of around 1 million to 2 million pesos per month revenue, after which it becomes more sense to go into this more premium plan. But even if they stay on the free plan, we still make money from the transactions that they process through GCash, Maya, and GrabPay integrations that we have, and also the integrations with shipping providers. So that's kind of not worrying us. Basically, even if you're in free tier, we still can sustainably grow with you. And with regards to profitability, obviously we're a startup, so there's still quite a lot of features that we need to build. So we're investing a lot into product development, continuing to build more features that cater our very diverse range of merchants that work with us. And so profitability is not yet on our horizon, but at the same time, just kind of call it out. We've raised our Series A around last year, just before this whole kind of meltdown that happened. So we are quite good in terms of the cash balance on our balance sheet. So we can continue operating for another 3 to 5 years, actually, without raising another round.
All right. That's good to know. What about competition? Because, of course, we know the dominant players here are the likes of Shopify. Don't you think you're a bit late in the game? I mean, if I were an entrepreneur, what makes you special, and why should I build my website with you?
Yeah, sure. So obviously we are not the pioneers in the global e-commerce space, but we think ourselves as pioneers in Philippines at least. So what differentiates Shopboxo is our focus on three things. It's simplicity, customization, and then also localization. So first of all, in terms of simplicity, if you look at some of the foreign e-commerce enabler platforms, they are actually quite big. They've been in the market for like 20 years. They have too many features now that makes it really, really hard. And that's why there are a lot of agencies actually who support these businesses to set up the shops. In our case, we designed the platform to be very user-friendly. We have an app. So actually, during even this interview, we can start setting up the store for you guys. And it's going to take less than 5 minutes to start selling, actually. And you don't need any technical background, actually. And for more advanced features, we have a desktop platform where more advanced merchants can also build a business. That is on the simplicity. Then we have customization. So we have some of the local customizations, local payment gateways, local shipping providers, and also localization. So obviously, some of these international players, they don't really focus on Philippines as on the product level. We focus on Philippines. We have a lot of features that are just focusing on Philippines market, and that's what
like what? What are some of their features that are unique to the Philippine base?
Yeah, for example, the most interesting one was that when you sell on some of the international platforms, you cannot have barangays, one of the options. We have this like nested address kind of inputs where you can choose the province first, city, and then barangays, and we pull all this information from government websites to make it up to date. And that, for example, is not available on some of these international platforms.
Connie, what are you doing about the shift that we're seeing when it comes to selling from websites? You know, there are online marketplaces, Shopee and Lazada, where they just take a commission from a sale, so there's no upfront payment, and they also help you market during big sale events. And most recently, the shift to buying on social media platforms, the Mine phenomenon on TikTok, for example, or on Facebook Live. So how are you, seeing that shift, and how are you adjusting?
Yeah, definitely. And actually, kind of thanks to marketplaces for paving the way for e-commerce. There are more than 2 million sellers right now in Philippines, as estimated by DTI. But what's happening right now is obviously a lot of these sellers who have been in the market for the past few years, they actually have their own communities already. But without an online store or their own kind of direct-to-consumer sales channel, they cannot really talk to these consumers directly. And that's where we are coming in, where they can start advertising and selling to their communities, their existing customers or their existing loyal customers, without paying the commissions that are paid to some of these marketplaces. And similar with social media, we see a lot of social sellers who sell on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. But the problem there is obviously it's not really scalable. So we have a merchant who joined our platform after hitting 100 orders per month, just because it became unsustainable to manage it through just Messenger, essentially. And they wanted to kind of streamline the operation so that they can update the products, update the inventory, keep the orders in one place, and most importantly, take payments.
All right. And final question, what's your assessment of the health of your user base? I mean, your customers and others in terms of spending behavior. Everybody's talking about, the return to pre-pandemic levels. We're also bracing for an economic slowdown. What are you seeing?
I mean, we are quite a new platform, so we're still at the growth stage overall. So I wouldn't say that we are hit by any market kind of environment right now. But overall, obviously, it's businesses, right? Businesses come and go, so we see that on our platform. But at the same time, there are a lot of merchants who are joining with zero revenues and scale it up to 1.5, 2 million pesos per month revenues. And that is the most exciting part where we think about it. It's a real entrepreneur making this business successful, and we just like to support these guys.
All right. On that note, Connie, thank you so much for joining us. Good luck. We hope to speak to you in a few months' time to see where we are and how Filipino sellers are doing. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
All right. And that is it.